Welcome to County Report This Week. I'm Sonya Burke. Thank you for joining us. We begin this week in Annapolis, where Montgomery County Executive Ike Leggett has been active over the last few days. Lorna Virgili joins us with details. Lorna?
Sonya, County Executive Ike Leggett has testified in a House and also in a Senate committee asking delegates for additional funding for school construction here in Montgomery County. He also joined hundreds of parents and teachers in a rally.
This is a problem at the state level. Yes. We deserve and we should have more resources in order to deliver for our students, that deliver for Montgomery County, and ultimately deliver for our great state. Yes. That's what we're fighting for.
The pressure is on. Twice has Executive Leggett and the executives from Prince George's and Baltimore counties testified urging the House of Delegates to pass House Bill 1323 and Senate Bill 927, the Supplemental Public School Construction Matching Fund Program.
We're in the midst of a looming crisis, especially in Montgomery County. Our school system has grown by more than 2,000 students a year over the last 4 years. For the 12 years that began from 2007, projected enrollment increase will increase by 25,000 students. I'm going to repeat that, 25,000 students.
Under the bill, counties with a AAA bond rating and school systems with at least 100,000 students would be eligible for a share of up to $20 million each year to fund a portion of school construction projects, providing additional funding for school construction to meet unprecedented increases in enrollment.
We highlight that just 3 counties in this state constitute 45% of the state population. These 3 counties also constitute about 45% of the school population and 45% of the farm population, the student farm population. What the 3 of us also have that is unique is both rising enrollment and an aging infrastructure.
Each of the executives emphasized that these 3 districts, Montgomery, Baltimore, and Prince George's, would be a place to start as the state takes a look at construction and modernizing Maryland schools and facilities.
But the greatest need we have is the fact that a number of our schools, especially in our challenging areas, are 30 to 40 years old. And so as we in the county are on a path of revitalizing these areas, we're faced with schools that have outlived their capacity to educate our children in. And so that's why we're not just asking the state to give us money. The big 3, as we refer to, we're willing to put our own dollars in there. That's why this is a 2-to-1 match. We understand how important this is to the state of Maryland, how important it is to our county.
However, midway through the 90-day legislative session, county lawmakers seem to hold little hope that the school construction funding will pass. In Rockville, for County Report This Week, I'm Lorna Virgili.
This week, the County Council's Education Committee held a work session on items in the current capital improvements program. Included in that agenda, the reuse of the Old Blair High School Auditorium. As Susan Kennedy reports, council members are taking this project one step at a time. Susan?
Sonya, plans to renovate the Old Blair High School Auditorium seem to be back on track. In this year's CIP, there were no funds included, but a state grant of $600,000 has been matched by the county, and now design and planning studies can begin. Council President Craig Rice is a graduate of the Old Blair High School. He says renovating the auditorium will be a balancing act.
What we want to do is make sure that we're taking advantage of the bond funding that was put forth, but understanding that this project continues to expand in terms of how much needs to be done. Now I'm hearing in the neighborhood of somewhere between $12 to $20 million. And so from that aspect, you know, there are other competing interests that are certainly also very important to the community, to the school community, and to that local community. And so it's really important for us to balance those needs.
The last performance held in the auditorium was Anything Goes back in 1998, and since then the theater has been closed. The former high school now houses both Silver Spring International Middle School and Sligo Creek Elementary. There is support in the community for bringing back the facility. Councilmember Cherie Branson says its prime location makes the project even more attractive.
Well, I think the community's been waiting a long time. There were promises when the Silver Spring Civic Center was built that would have sufficient community use space. Turned out it didn't. So with the coming of the Purple Line and, with hopefully there'll be new traffic along that street, it'll be an excellent opportunity and a potential revenue raiser for this county.
But in the end, the growing price tag of this project will most likely require outside funding to get the job done.
We're now moving forward with a lot of different public-private partnerships here in Montgomery County, and you see it with the Purple Line. And so I think that now that we have the authority to move forward with these kinds of projects, we need to look at items like this as a primary contender for that.
In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
Officials at the Montgomery County Police Department say they need more Spanish-speaking officers in order to accommodate the county's rapidly growing Hispanic community. MyMC Media's Valerie Bonk has the story of two officers who are heading to Peru to immerse themselves in the Spanish culture and language. Valerie?
I'm at the Montgomery County Police Department, where two police officers take diversity so seriously that they're heading to Peru to take a crash course in Spanish language immersion.
Okay, so if you want to explain that to her, go ahead.
Officer Brian Walburn spends countless hours helping the Montgomery County Police conduct more than 400 alcohol compliance checks at local restaurants and businesses each year, but says there's something he sees standing in the way between him and the community.
I am part of the Alcohol Initiative section. We currently have no officers on my unit which speak Spanish. My hopes would be to actually communicate and be a member of my unit that can actually respond to the scenes when we request a Spanish translator instead of pulling an officer from patrol.
So Officer Walburn, along with fellow officer John Arsenal, reached out to Hispanic liaison Blanca King, who helped connect the officers with a program to immerse themselves in the Spanish language and culture.
Both of them reached out to me to assist them to reach out to the Peruvian consulate to see how we can arrange for them to visit the police departments and have a network relationship with the Peruvian police officer.
Now the officers are taking a month off and paying their own way to Peru to spend time learning Spanish in order to better the community and serve Montgomery's rapidly growing Hispanic population.
Just for the linguistic side of everything, we'll be able to interact, we'll be able to understand and get sensitive data that we need from on the scene, from victims. We'll also be able to enforce law in different aspects as well, so it works on both sides.
Just the fact that they saw the needs and they wanted to do something to better the relationship and the community and the communications with the police department and with the community is great, and I'm sure there will be more officers doing this, and because we can use all the help that we can get.
For County Report This Week, I'm Valerie Bonk.
With spring right around the corner, you may see more animals running into the street. If you happen to pass a deer or other animal that has been hit in the roadway, you can call 311 to have it removed.
Well, the county has a private contract with an individual who's responsible for removing the animal carcasses from county roadways, state roadways, and public and private property. When the call comes into 311, that information is passed along to that contractor. Once that contractor receives notification of the location of the animal, they have 24 hours to remove that animal from wherever it is that it's been reported to be.
For this and other services, you can call the MC 311 Center Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or go to the website, mc311.com. When we come back, some Montgomery College students win national recognition and a celebration in Gaithersburg for the life of a local legend. We'll remember high school football coach John Harvill. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
April 22nd, take part in the most creative and collaborative day of the year as Montgomery Community Media hosts a day in the life of Montgomery County. On Earth Day, April 22nd, snap a pic or shoot some video and send it to pics@mymcmedia.org. Not long after, your photos and videos will show up on our website and may even show up on our channels. To learn more, visit mymcmedia.org to find out how you can play your part. Mark your calendars, Earth Day, April 22nd, for a day in the life of Montgomery County.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Sonya Burke. Teams and individual students from Montgomery College's Applied Technologies Department win national honors and recognition. Stan Jones reports.
We have come to associate trophies and marks with basketball. For a team of students in the Architectural Technology program at Montgomery College, this national title is of a different sort.
So I was involved in this competition for the National Association of Home Builders. This competition is actually a residential construction management competition. And 4 other students and myself were involved since the fall of 2013.
There were like 13 colleges, I believe, and our presentation was really awesome. And we put in a lot of effort, and that feels really great.
It's a competition that combines the design aspect with the construction management aspect of residential construction. And the difficulty was always getting a good cohesive team that worked well together that could accomplish both tasks. They did an awesome job.
Although a team from the Architectural Technology program won national honors, according to Chantel Vilmer, other teams and individuals from Montgomery College's Applied Technology Department have gained national recognition for their accomplishments.
The Applied Technologies Department is an umbrella which encompasses 4 career programs. Interior design is a part of that program, architecture, construction management, as well as geography.
Our applied technology program, I think, is one of the strongest in the country because they do some very exceptional things there. They're unafraid to put their students and their faculty out into the field to say, let's see if we can win.
The competition was from High Point Design Center in High Point, North Carolina, which is known throughout the United States as a residential market. The class did it as individually, but we did collaborate on doing the research on the vendors.
It was really nice that we could help each other and through this project. But I think five of the students just submitted the project, and I won the competition.
At Montgomery College Rockville, I'm Stan Jones.
Speaking of awards, county officials want to honor the Good Samaritans in our county who went above and beyond the call of duty when it came to helping clear their neighbors' sidewalks and walkways of snow and ice during this long, some say never-ending winter. County Council member Nancy Florine recently announced she's bringing back the Golden Shovel Awards to salute these unsung heroes, and she's hoping you will nominate your deserving neighbors.
It's really easy. You can go to the County Council website and go to my webpage, and we have a nomination form. You can just click through electronically, and we've arranged with the Gazette to put a nomination form in the next 3 issues of the Gazette. So we've already heard from a whole lot of people who want to recognize their neighbors and friends, and we have folks here who will be reviewing the nominations, and we usually get a great crowd, and it's a great way to say thank you.
You can find the Golden Shovel Award nomination form on the county's website. Nominations are due by March 31st. There have been several house fires this year in Montgomery County, and officials with Fire and Rescue Service want to remind families about how important it is to prepare an escape plan from your home in the case of a fire or any other emergency.
The escape plan is going to have several components to it, and one of them is going to be basically to have a working smoke alarm. Once that smoke alarm goes off, they need to immediately get out of the house. After getting out of the house, they can call 911, but at the same time, during that planning meeting, they should have a place where they're going to meet. Okay, it could be the backyard, the front yard, it could be the neighbor's house to the left or to the right of where they live at. That way you can start an accountability process and be like, okay, we got 6 members in this home, we have 6 people outside, out safely, and then you call 911 and you give us information of what you saw and what you heard, and that way we can start our response and be able to help.
Firefighters are available to come to your house to make sure your smoke detectors are working properly. In addition, the department has some smoke alarms that can be given to residents at no cost. To schedule your smoke alarm inspection, call 311. Nearly a third of the county's pedestrian collisions are occurring in parking lots. That's why County Executive Ike Leggett has launched a pedestrian safety campaign to raise awareness of this issue. Tom Pogue joins us from the Department of Transportation with details. Tom?
Hi, I'm Tom Pogue, Community Relations Manager for the Department of Transportation. Here's an update for Montgomery County. Nearly 1/3 of all pedestrian collisions in the county are occurring in parking lots or garages. To address this issue, County Executive Leggett has expanded his pedestrian safety initiative to include parking lots. Education messages to raise awareness in parking lots include safety messages aimed at drivers and pedestrians, because those using lots and garages are typically both. Surprisingly, nearly 20% of the pedestrian collisions that happen in parking lots result in severe injuries, the same percentage as road collisions. To bring safety messages to drivers and pedestrians in parking lots, the county has partnered with retail property owners to launch an education campaign. The campaign's slogan is "Heads Up in Parking Lots" and features the message, "Don't run over people and don't get run over." The campaign includes bus and shelter ads, posters and safety tip cards, reusable shopping bags with a safety message, and pavement decals at retail lots. For more information, go to montgomerycountymd.gov/walk. We're working to keep you moving safely.
During his long coaching career at Gaithersburg High School, the late John Harvill was known as the Dean of Maryland football coaches. This month, his players, colleagues, rival coaches, friends, and family came together to celebrate his life and legacy.
Today we come together to celebrate the life and legacy of John H. Harvill.
Dozens of former football players, colleagues, rivals, cheerleaders, and friends and family gathered to celebrate the life of the late John Harvill. During his coaching years, John Harvill was considered the Dean of Maryland football coaches, and the school that he considered a second home named the football stadium in his honor. Today, his legacy lives on and off the field.
He was a true Southern gentleman. He was one of the best people I have ever known in my life. I am so proud and honored to be his granddaughter.
He's the reason that I do what I do. He gave my dad an opportunity in 1969. My dad was fortunate enough to work with Coach Harvill for 27 years, and I grew up with Coach Harvill. He was like a grandfather to me.
He was like your grandfather. I mean, he was all about helping people.
His coaching stats are legendary. He won 312 games, including 2 state titles. During his 4 decades at Gaithersburg High, he coached over 1,900 players, many who went on to play on scholarship in college, and a dozen who played in the NFL.
He was the best coach I had during the season, after I got out, after I went to Maryland, and also after I played professional sports.
But as a coach, he was demanding and hard. He really molded you as a player to be the kind of person you're going to need to be when you got out of school into life.
He was the most innovative coach of his time.
The best was all that Coach Harvill wanted from his players, and he certainly gave that to them. Harvill died late last year. He's survived by his wife of 68 years, Elizabeth, his 2 daughters, and granddaughters.
He cared about the kids that played for him. He did the best job that he could do, and he loved every kid that played for him.
For County Report this week, I'm Sonya Burke. When we come back, we'll visit with some 4th graders in Rockville who are learning about the annual If I Were Mayor contest. And MCPS students put their skills to the test. Don't go away. We're coming right back.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Sonya Burke. Rockville Mayor Bridget Donnell Newton recently visited some elementary schools to talk to fourth graders about the annual If I Were Mayor contest. Rockville 11's Katie Giardi has more.
Each year, the Maryland Municipal League and the Maryland Mayors Association holds an If I Were Mayor contest for fourth graders. Mayor Newton talked with fourth graders at Ritchie Park Elementary School to encourage them to enter the contest.
It's one of our contests that we do in the state of Maryland to get children interested and understanding about what we do as elected officials, and also I think it's a great way to get ideas for what we can do in the city and what things that they think are important and needs that they see.
What has been your biggest problem as mayor?
She hopes the contest will get students more involved in local government.
As we've seen over the years, I mean, getting children at this age to be interested in something will stay with them forever. And we've got the smartest, most engaged students, I think, in Montgomery County here in Rockville. And it's really cool to see them understand what government means, understand what local government can do for them to make their lives better, to make their families' situations with sidewalks and just all the amenities that we as a city can provide and the services that their taxes go for.
Submissions for the If I Were Mayor contest will be accepted through March 31st. To enter, visit www.mdmunicipal.org and click on Mayor's Essay Contest. For Rockville 11, I'm Katie Giardi.
MML will send entries to the mayor to select a City of Rockville winner and honorable mentions. The winner will be the mayor of Rockville for a day. The honor of serving as mayor for a day includes lunch with Newton, a tour of City Hall, and participation in the 2014 Memorial Day Parade. The Montgomery County Board of Elections is seeking students in grades 6 through 12 to participate in its Future Vote program. These students will serve as Election Day student aides during the 2014 gubernatorial primary election on June 24th. During the 2012 presidential election, more than 2,000 Montgomery County students participated in the Future Vote program. For more information, visit the Board of Elections website. The deadline to register for the Future Vote program is April 13th. Montgomery County Public School students got together with students from our neighboring county for a little friendly competition. MCPS TV has the story from Silver Spring.
45 minutes, begin now.
More than 130 students from Montgomery and Prince George's counties had a chance to show their skills at Thomas Edison High School of Technology last week. They were part of the Regional Skills USA competition, in which students engaged in technical skilled service education programs race against the clock in over 24 different events.
Being a part of skills, I didn't know it could change my life. I became a part of it through the restaurant management program, and people don't know that you show that your passion for what you love doing.
Skills competition is a competition that gives the students a chance to practice what they've learned against other students in a real life situation. We're competing in cosmetology, aesthetics, which is basically makeup and design. We do carpentry, masonry, where they'll build a wall, carpentry, they build a structure based on a blueprint. We do culinary arts where they prepare a meal. We have sheet metal, automotive services. We have computer maintenance. We do all kinds of things that give the students a chance to excel in what they've learned.
More than 60 judges who are experts in their fields scored students on their skills, techniques, problem-solving abilities, as well as presentation and overall aesthetics.
So I'm here to judge today on the students' food safety first, their knife skills, their basic idea of how they're preparing food in their kitchen, looking obviously at flavor and taste and the finishes, looking at the sauces, but just making sure that they in general operate their kitchen well.
Skills USA is great because to me it's almost like the Super Bowl for high school students that are doing these trades and these different techniques. I think it's wonderful because it really allows them to showcase their skills. These are young people who are going to be employable the minute they leave school.
During an awards ceremony, first, second, and third place winners were announced. These students will compete at the state level on April 4th and 5th with hopes of making it to the national competition in June.
The county's Department of Environmental Protection is co-hosting with WSSC a free, family-friendly H2O Summit. That's right, participants can learn how their daily actions impact local streams and rivers. If you'd like to learn how to get involved in protecting drinking water, don't miss the H2O Summit, which is scheduled for Saturday, March 22nd from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Silver Springs Civic Building at 1 Veterans Plaza. When we come back, we'll introduce you to a Gaithersburg couple in their 80s who fell in love online. And you may fall in love when you meet our Pet of the Week. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Montgomery College engineering professor Monica Malini has received 2 distinguished awards. The District of Columbia Council of Engineering and Architectural Societies named Malini Engineer of the Year, and she also received the 2013 IEEE MGA Achievement Award. Before you know it, summer will be here, so now is the perfect time to register for summer classes at MC to make sure you get the classes you want when you want them. Register in person at any of our 3 campuses or online anytime, 24 hours a day. The Frank Islam Athenaeum Symposia Speaker Series continues on MC's Germantown campus with an impressive and varied schedule of speakers. All lectures are free and open to the public.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Sonya Burke. You're never too old to fall in love. That's the true life story of a Gaithersburg couple who are in their 80s and who met online.
I'm in love with a man named Harvey Meltzer.
Meet Phyllis Zeno and Harvey Meltzer. This happily married Gaithersburg couple live at Asbury Methodist Village. But their romance began just a few years ago when Phyllis was living in Florida and Harvey was living in New York. So how did they meet?
I'm ashamed to say on the internet. However,
that's right. These seniors, who are in their 80s, hooked up on Match.com. As their online connection began, Phyllis quickly realized she had a lot in common with Harvey, including a love of music, reading, and travel.
I wrote him and I said, we have a lot in common. We'd be perfect for each other, but you live in New York and I live in Florida. And he wrote back, we'll meet in Paris. And I said, ooh, that's a good one.
Before they officially met in person, Phyllis had a confession to make.
I walk with a cane, and he wrote back and said, which hand? And I said, in my left hand. And he wrote back and he said, great, because I walk with one in my right hand. So we found out that way we could walk together, hold hands in the middle, and each have our canes on the outside.
They've been together ever since.
After exchanging all the emails we exchanged and all the telephone calls we had, I was sure she was the one for me.
So what advice do they have for other seniors looking for love?
Get on the internet. Without question.
Today, this active couple, who has traveled the world, are happiest in their new home together.
Things with Bud. That was a neighbor.
Now it's time to meet our Pet of the Week. Kathy Stanhope from the Humane Society joins us with a dog named Colt.
Hi, this is Kathy Stanhope with your Pet of the Week at the Montgomery County Humane Society, and we are here with Colt. Now, Colt is in a very funny situation. He's not here at the shelter. He is in a foster home, so he's much, much happier there. But unfortunately, the foster owner already has 3 dogs, so he doesn't need another one. So please give us a call at 240-773-5960 or go to the web at mchumane.org and look under foster care and you'll find Colt. You'll get more information about him and you'll learn how to meet him. He's a wonderful dog.
Brookside Gardens is breaking ground on phase 1 and 2 of its master plan this month in Wheaton. Here are a few things you should know. The Visitor Center will be closed to the public for HVAC installation beginning on March 17th. Construction is expected to last 6 to 8 weeks. The Visitor Center parking lot will be closed for major improvements from March 17th through November of this year. The gardens and conservatories are open. For more information, including where to park, visit the Brookside Gardens website. With that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Sonya Burke. Thank you for joining us.